Bedtime stories. Let's go to this page. Animal Explorers. Okay, Animal Explorers. Late one afternoon, Pete was daydreaming about exploring in the deepest Africa when Mom appeared. This is Jess. She just moved into next door. Now you two can play together, she said. Oh no, she only wants to play boring games, thought Pete. So he thought she gonna play boring games together. Did you think they're gonna play boring games? Let's see about it. Pete frowned and sat in the silence, so Jess started out of the window. Let's go exploring in the garden, says Jess. Shh. There's nothing interesting out there except silly bugs, complained Pete. Did you know there's any wild animals? Let's see about if there is on this story. But in real life, I don't know. I never see one. But let's go to the next page. Just ignored Pete and grabbed his safari hat and binoculars. Then she found his torch. When they got outside, she made a den hidden in the bushes. Okay, now it's so wild. Animals can't see us, she said. They aren't any wild animals, scoffed Pete. Yeah, he's right. There's no wild animals. But suddenly, there was a funny grunting noise, and strange shadow appeared on the lawn, right before their eyes. Look, it's an elephant, squalled Jess. Did you think that's an elephant? Let's see. On the next page. Now what they gonna see? Pete couldn't believe it. He scrambled after Jess as she leaped out of the den and chased after the elephant. But it had gone. Then she pointed to a line of paw prints that led near the bushes. She said, just a shadow stalked around the wall. There's a tiger. There's a tiger. Seriously, there's a tiger? Yeah, it's a tiger. Run! Cried Pete. Now what's this? He and Jess dashed across the lawn and hid from the tiger behind the garden shed. Next, Pete pointed to a long-necked shadow swaying by the washing line. Look, there's a giraffe in our garden, he said. Back to the den, whispered Jess. Suddenly, another shadow loomed over them, blocking their escape. It's a gorilla, says Jess. It's a bear, says Pete. The shadow got closer and closer until... cried Jess and Pete. They scrambled across the lawn and dived back into their den. It's only me, says Dad, laughing. Pete showed his torch and saw that it wasn't a gorilla or bear at all. It was Dad, carrying a tray with some sandwiches and drink on it. What's that? That's a sandwiches, and the other sandwiches, and this is the drinks. So that wasn't a gorilla, or that's not a bear. Okay, let's go to the next page. Then Pete and Jess peeped out of their den and saw Buddy playing with a sock from a wasting basket. His shadow looked like an elephant. See? It's like a shadow. Pickle's shadow looks like a tiger. And Mom's shadow looked like a giraffe. Pete and Jess laughed. They sat down to munch on their treats, and as they chatted about their exploring adventure, they both smiled. I'm glad you came around to play, says Pete. Me too, thanks for joining with the game, says Jess. Pete felt really happy. He was pleased Jess was going to be his new friend. She was definitely anything but good. The end. See you next time for this one. Bye.